So a problem with this, which I'm going to experiment with both mud rock and like sort of paper mache on top of, is I was originally planning on having the whole thing white, like really just a white blank room. But this really doesn't stand out against the lights, which was something that I thought might happen. Now, when it comes to the colours, I'm thinking about going with gold, because it is one of my favourite colours, but it's also, you know, it's got something to do with lightning bolt scars. And the thing is, my teacher showed me sort of some lights that you can buy online, where you can kind of mould them. Well, I could try and mould them with wire or something, and I could use that instead. But there's something nice about having these letters dark, I think, because, you know, as the lights go out, or they're kind of like the scar, they're darker than the lights, and it brings in some of the negativity, and only when the light shines on it does it really look kind of positive. It is a bit of a shame that the attention is taken away from the text and more to the lights. But maybe that's kind of like saying the scar in itself might not be that beautiful, but it can bring something beautiful. Well, I don't know. Yeah. So I looked online for gold spray paint as a potential choice, but I also found that I have a small amount, not enough to do the whole thing, but a small amount to test out gold foil. And so I've wrapped that around this after mud rocking the piece. I'm not sure what I think about it, because it really depends how much light there is. So if you imagine it's like this, you can kind of read it, I guess. You can read it. But does it look that effective? I don't know. It depends how light it's going to be in the room. If it's like this, then it looks quite good. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the choice of gold. It still feels a bit like too plain, maybe. Maybe too plain. I was thinking, because there's green on the back, there is something kind of nice about not taking it too seriously, because the gold and white tone is kind of very tasteful, chic, maybe that's the word. It's more chic, and maybe this is kind of more jokey and more for everyone or anyone who wants to do it. So I'm gonna unwrap it and maybe test a green. So we've got the green in there, and I'm starting to think about how this might be a little bit boring to just have the white lights with this text in a white room. Like, I think it might be a bit boring, like a bit plain. Because something that's really nice about a lot of the pictures with the writing is that it looks like it's kind of taken from someone in a, like they're experiencing something, and then they're taking a picture and getting the message while they're during an activity, rather than in a gallery space. Although there are some that are in a gallery space, and it kind of sends different. I remember seeing one with gold balloons, and it said something like "I really messed up" or "really fucked up" or something like that, I think. And yeah, I think something that I'm doing is, because I don't have much time, is I'm not making multiple Ys and then putting the gold one in and the green one in so I can compare at the same time, which I really should be doing. Same with like the thickness. It was quite hard to like compare which one was best, but when you haven't got much time, realizing now that it is really important that the text should be light. I think it might be alright if I make the text really matte dark, then it will still be contrasted enough. But I suppose that kind of goes with the scar thing again, like the text is a representation of the scar. But I'm not sure if just black on white is a bit boring as well. And the thing about fairy lights is they're really like you choose to put them up. Like a lot of the other works, they haven't like the lights that have the words, they're like not, they're the man-made thing, but their situation, like where they are, is completely kind of something you just look at, just completely everyday scenarios. And with the fairy lights you have matte text and then really constructed like surroundings. And I'm not sure what I think about that, because kind of part of the fun is having unexpected text in a normal everyday context. So basically, I worked on painting it black, and it stands out quite nicely, especially here because there's white behind it. Yeah, I'm going to have this hung in the classroom now. I think I've got a good idea of making it that, oh, you know, like artwork is life, you know, it's all the same thing. And yeah, I thought that I'd want it pure black, but because I'm all about that pure materialistic, but I think there's more human trace in kind of a sloppy, like not all of them will have necessarily this much white in them or this much colour. Crap, I remember my brother sleeping in the middle of the night, doing art in the middle of the night, you know. Yeah, so this is going to, what am I saying? Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to make it all completely matte black. I'm going to have it a bit rough, get a bit more human trace. It's going to be kind of cute. I like that there's a tiny bit of colour, so I might add a little bit of colour as well, a little bit of green or something. And I might end up bringing in the cloth as well. And I think I'm going to bring in blankets, and all the plans are in my fucking book. But yeah, I need to go to bed now because it's really late. It's actually the next day already, and I'm still here. Yeah, and I'm thinking about doing an assembly line with the different people who the quote means, and I need to get the quote critiqued. Hella bad, real bad. I need to get it critiqued, man.